I hope you can hear me. Francie and I are coming to you from a very, very cold, wintry January morning here in the barn, in the middle of the mitten, my wool mitten. That is our small farm. Are you going to help me do the podcast, Francie? You can see that our little Francie is looking a little OLD, and she is. So she gets special treats, but she likes to sleep in here with her buddies at night. Some of the flock with their coats back here, eating a flake of hay off the ground. It's the exact same hay that's in all of their feeders, but for some reason, they like to eat in off of the ground. So anyway, I'm really excited about all of your excitement about the upcoming Spin Along for Socks. And I posted on Instagram that I'm going to try to put an actual episode up on Friday, January 7th, which is Distaff Day. I thought that would be a fun day to start our Spin Along. But I thought I'd pop on here real quick and talk about the fibers that we're going to need for the Spin Along. And unlike a lot of other experts or well-known people who might tell you how to spin for socks and have definite ideas about what kind of fiber to use, I'm going to tell you something a little different, and that is this. You can spin whatever fiber you want for socks. This little white U right here is a thin Corriedale cross. Anyway, get distracted by the sheep. The only fiber I'm going to tell you that you need is wool. And I'm not going to tell you what breed. You choose the breed that you like, that you love, that you want to try. But as long as the fiber is mainly wool. Now, I would say that 100% wool is perfectly fine, but there's a couple additions that I like for a good, sturdy, strong sock yarn. And what I like to add might surprise you. It's not mohair, it's not silk, it's not a long wool. My favorite sock blend includes alpaca and Wakaya alpaca, mainly, a nice crimpy one, or a good llama fiber if you can find it. But we'll talk about that more on the actual podcast episode. But just to get us started, to help you get ready for the end of the week, I just thought I'd pop on and say that. So get yourself some wool. I prefer roving or bats if you're comfortable spinning from bats. You can use combed top, but I find, at least for me personally, I tend to overspin that and make it too highly twisted. My nose wants to run. It's very cold. So get yourself some wool of whatever kind you want to spin, whatever is your favorite breed, whatever is something that you want to try. You're probably going to need at least 6 ounces. If you can have more, that's good, because we might want to do some experimenting. So at least 6 ounces. If you don't have quite that much of one kind and you've got several kinds, we'll gather those all up. You know, you can always do contrasting cuff or a stripe on your sock or something like that. So just get yourself some fiber, but make sure that it's either a high percentage of wool, at least I like 70% wool and 30% alpaca. But if you want to do 50-50, do 50-50. But we'll talk about that more. I'll refine that thought a little bit when we do the podcast. But that's what you need to get started. Oh, now here is one of the Quincy daughters, who you can see doesn't have a coat on because she kept losing her coat. We got to go with a different size. Isn't she pretty? I can't wait for you to see their fleeces. So that's one of the full Corriedales. So there, I've rambled on for 5 minutes now and hardly said a thing. But I thought that this would be a good place to start our talk about what's a good fiber for spinning for socks. And as you can imagine, wool is the number one thing. So get yourself some wool. Use what you have. Francie's really getting hungry for her snack. Do you see yourself? Do you see yourself on there, sweetheart? Francie is our oldest sheep now, of course. So I will hopefully talk to you soon. Might do a few of these little mini episodes throughout the week to get us ready for Friday. But I'm really excited that you're planning to join along. And if you'd like to, leave a comment down below and tell me what fiber you're going to spin with, or what you'd like to try to spin with, what your thought is, and that will be interesting to hear. Or over on Instagram if you follow me there. And because a lot of you are excited about this, I know I don't usually think to say this, but click the like and subscribe button and then the little bell so that you get the notification when these episodes or mini episodes pop up. So if you want to do that. And I should have said this at the beginning in case you are new to our podcast, but my name is Carrie. I'm coming to you from the middle of the Mitten, Michigan's Lower Peninsula, on a small sheep farm with lots of wool and woolly goodness. And you can find me on Instagram as @mywoolmitten or on Ravelry as mywoolmitten. So thanks. I'm getting excited. I did a little test spin yesterday, and I'm looking forward to sharing that with you too. So talk to you real soon, guys. Let's be dreaming about lovely socks. And Francie's dreaming about breakfast. Oh, I'm wearing my Moonology hat today. I should have wore the hand-spun hat, but I wanted to show off the Moonology hat. Can you see it? I'll have to talk to you in detail about that because I did have to just do some editing of the sizes, not of the pattern. But this is a pattern by Curio Stitches, who is Ellie in the UK, and beautiful moon phases around it, and she also has a sock pattern that has the moon design on it. So I spun that over Christmas time. So I thought I would wear it. I have been wearing it, but I thought I'd wear it especially today for you to see. You see it a little better there? Okay, talk to you soon. Francie, you ready for breakfast? Francie's had her breakfast and she's back in with her buddies now. I've got the door open to the sunshine. I'm filling some water. We have a heated water tank outside, but we don't put a heater inside, so we just keep extra water. I've got fresh salt and mineral in for them. So, just thought I'd show you that before I head to the house. Talk to you soon.